All right, Greta, Megan, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing
Well,
great. Thanks for taking the time to allow me to show you how this reviewer grabber tool works today. You guys excited?
I actually am really excited. I've been hearing you talk about this on the Sell More Books show, and I'm actually very excited.
All right, so let's start real quick just by talking about a couple things. You guys understand and you guys know that reviews are extremely important, right?
of course.
Absolutely.
So why don't people leave reviews, right? So why is it so hard to get reviews? Well, in my opinion and experience, there's multiple reasons why people don't leave reviews and why it's so hard to get reviews. And let's just talk about a couple of those first. The first reason is that most people aren't, writers. They don't know how to write a review. They don't know how to go in and do it. Technically, they don't understand how to do it either, besides knowing how to put the words together. They don't know how to go in and click a button on Amazon and leave the review. They also don't have a lot of time. You just finished reading a book on whatever it is genre that you like, and you're done with the book. You don't want to go out of your way and leave a review. And, so you have all of these reasons why most people don't leave reviews. So when you think about it, if you get 1,000 people to read one of your books, you're probably looking at 1% or less of those people who will actually go through the motions to actually leave a review. Would you think that's accurate?
Oh, absolutely. I've asked people for reviews before, and they really don't know how to do it. I've had people put them on my Facebook page, just crazy places, because they have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, and they just and again, they don't have time. They don't know how to do it. So let's take a different concept, right? So assuming we know all of those reasons why you're not getting reviews is because of those reasons. Now let's try something different. Why don't we instead try to find people who already know how to leave reviews, already have left high quality reviews, and have also left reviews on similar books to yours? Don't you feel like that would be a better way to go about finding people who could actually leave reviews? And of course, the answer is yes. I was being facetious. So let me show you how to find those reviewers. Okay. So why don't you guys give me a genre or keyword or something, and let's search for some books and try to find some reviewers under that.
You want to give yours, Megan? Let's do fantasy.
Sure, we can do fantasy. I've got. I'm actually looking for reviews of my upcoming release, so we can go with that.
So I'm just going to put it fantasy here in the box and just hit search. And now what's happening is it's going to Amazon and it's looking for reviewers. Okay. All right, so it's looking for books that are similar to fantasy. Now, this is a weird example because see how the button's gray? That means I've already done this search before. So let's do something else because I want you to see how it actually works. So give me a keyword that maybe I haven't used before. Let's try a different one.
Let's try elves.
Elves. Okay. I know I haven't searched for that one. So what it's doing is it's going to Amazon and it's finding books on elves. All right. And as you can see, it's pulling the list from Amazon, and you can see that the button is orange, which means it hasn't been scanned before. So you can click on the link. You could say, hey, I wonder if this is a book that's similar to mine, The Light of Asteria. And you can click on that, and it goes over to the page, and it shows you that this book has 102 customer reviews. It shows you all the reviewers. And you could say, okay, this is a similar book of mine, a similar book to mine that I would like to reach out to the people who read that book. You just click grab reviewers. And here's what's happening. The system is now going through those 102 reviewers, and it's looking for something. It's looking for their profiles. So you can see the first reviewer here on Amazon, CVAC. And if you click on that reviewer profile page, you'll see that CVAC has a reviewer ranking of almost 3.5 million, but you can also see that CVAC has no website or email address listed. Okay, so let's go back manually to Amazon and look at the next one, R. Edgar. And R. Edgar also does not have a website or an email address. Okay, so let's go back and look at Logan. And Logan does have an email address. See where it says send an email there?
Mm-hmm.
So you can go through this 102 reviews just like I'm doing here one by one and find this information, or you could click a button on my reviewer grabber, and my reviewer grabber tool here already scanned through all those profiles and found you those people. So as you can see right now, we've pulled 3 reviewers off of those reviews that have email addresses, and we've pulled 4 of them that don't have email addresses just from that one book scan. So I guess the question to you is, how much time did I just save you having to click on every reviewer name to see if that information was?
It probably would have taken me at least a half an hour to get through that one book's reviewers.
Correct. Right. Now you could have an assistant do that if you wanted to, or you could just use this tool. So let's just go through and start click and grab reviewers now. So what it's going to do now is it's going to go to Amazon one by one, and it's going to look through the reviewers. Now, you're saying to me, Jim, there's 102 reviews on that book. How come we only found 7? Well, there's a reason for that. Number one, not every reviewer has a profile page. Not every profile has a website or an email address. And here's the third criteria. We're only looking for reviewers that have left reviews that are 3, 4, and 5-star quality. So what we're doing is we're providing you with this tool that is finding high quality reviewers that have reviewed your books, that are reviewed books that are similar to yours, that are people that already know how to leave reviews, who already like books that similar to what you've written, and are interested in writing positive reviews of that type of genre. So as you can see, it's just going through one by one. So now we're up to 12. We found 5 reviewers with email addresses for over 2 book span. Now we're on the 3rd book here, and it's going through and trying to find a reviewer here. So you can see it's just going through the motions here.
I have a question.
Yes.
So in this, is it also going to screen for doubles? So if it's the same, assuming that a particular reviewer enjoys books on elves and has reviewed maybe 5 of the books in the list, will that person only show up on our list once, or
Correct.
will they show up 5 times?
It'll if you do one search, if you're doing one series of searches now, I'm going to show you how to export all this information. They're only going to show up once.
Okay.
If you go back tomorrow and do another search on a different something else other than elves or something, it might show up again because we scanned a different book. See what I'm saying?
Yes, a different category.
I've yet to come across that, and you're going to see how powerful this is when I export this here in a minute.
Okie doke.
Now, you're going to say, well, Jim, what about all these people without the email addresses? Well, you can always just go click right on over to their website. So let's go to Jay Hunter's page. And Jay doesn't look like they have much. Oh, yeah, there's an email right here, right on the front of their website. So you can go to their website and email them directly. Coverreveals.blogspot. Let's go to their page. And they have a contact information on here someplace, I'm sure. And if they don't, then you're out of luck. But what we're doing is we're saving you the time of having to find all of this information. Now, here's what's really neat. Check this out. We're organizing them by reviewer ranking. So far, we've got 11 with email addresses, and it's still counting. And it shows you that this is the 878th ranked reviewer on Amazon. They're a top 1,000 reviewer.
Wow.
And they have 8 helpful votes. So it's organizing you and showing you what reviewers you can get. And I want to point something out. The wrong thing to do at this point, because people are probably asking the question, what do you do with these emails, Jim? Well, what you need to do is you can contact each one of these people one by one. The illegal and unethical thing to do would be to put all of these people into an email database and spam them. That is the wrong thing to do. However, this is all public information from Amazon. This is not anything nefarious about this. These are people who have put their emails and their profile page and their websites on their profile pages. So, they're saying, hey, you can contact me. So what you would do is you would say, all right, Amelia, I'm going to send Amelia an email. And the email is just going to say, basically, Hey, I see that you've reviewed a similar book to mine. I've also written a book on elves, and I just wanted to know if you'd be interested in receiving a copy of my book. And of course, you can personalize the email. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But that's basically the premise behind this whole thing is fine. Look at that. We're up to 33 people in less than 5 minutes that you can contact. And we've only scoured through 7 books right so far. So you can also just click on show more books down here, and it'll go out and find more books. And I'll just go ahead and click grab reviewers, and it'll go through the process one by one. Now, this is great because you can go to the gym or go have a cup of coffee or something and come back in an hour, and you're probably going to have a list of at least 100, if not 200 reviewers that you could go out and contact to get more reviews of your books. And again, that's what's so great about this. These people have already reviewed similar books to yours. They know how to leave reviews. They're open to getting an email or contacted from you, and you increase the chances of getting more reviews in your books by using this methodology. So
now, does this actually run in the background? So for example, you've got this list started, and say I wanted to email Amelia right now. Could I go off to my email and start going through all of these as it's still finding new reviewers?
Sure, absolutely. So you can see it's just running in the background. So you could start right now. But let me show you this feature. So let's just say we want to, when you're done with your search, you want to export them all to your computer. You select them all that you want to export, and you hit the export check reviewers box here. And what it's going to do is it's going to download this as an Excel file. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open the Excel file, and then I'm going to have to stop sharing my screen and show that screen so you can see what's in the Excel file, okay? So I'm going to hit stop, and then I'm going to hit screen share again, and then I'm going to pull up this Excel file. So let me know when you can see this Excel file.
I can see it.
Okay, so this is what I just exported. And as you can see, it shows the reviewer name, shows a link to their profile page, it shows their email address, it shows a link to their website if they have one, it shows their reviewer ranking, their helpful vote, and here's what's really cool. It shows the star review they gave, and it shows what book they left that star review on. So you could email Amelia, and you could say, Amelia, I noticed that you gave a 5-star review to The Lives of Elves. Well, I've written a book that's similar to The Life of Elves, and I just want to know if I can send you a copy. And this database is now on your computer, and you could give to an assistant to contact these people. You could do it yourself, but it creates this instant database of people who could potentially review your books for you.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So back to our email, I'm always trying to think of the fast way to do things. It would not be the thing to do to put it into MailChimp and do it that way.
No,
right?
Absolutely not. Again, that is not the intent of it. As a matter of fact, it says right up here, I have in the note, it says, please note it's against the law to disseminate, redistribute, or sell this information. It's intended for your own personal use. It is against the CAN-SPAM Act to enter any person's email or any person's email onto an email list without their permission. Okay? So the inappropriate way to use this information would be to do so, and you would be under scrutiny from whomever, the whatever agency that's covered under. So that's not the way to do it. But when you think about it, you wouldn't want to do that anyway, and here's why. Because when you email a person asking them for help, you're going to want to do it personally. You're not going to want to send a mass email. You're going to want to email this Tina person individually and say, hey, I see that you reviewed this specific book and you gave it this star rating, and I'm emailing you personally because I'm hoping that you might be interested in my book. And you're always going to get a better response by doing something like that than sending out some type of mass email. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. I just wanted to give you an opportunity to explain it for all our peeps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys know that. So I am just explaining it for everybody else. That's the way to do it. sending it out through, for like I said, it's unethical and illegal to do it, and it's not going to work, right? So people are always looking for shortcuts. We get that, right? But if you want to get high quality, good reviews for your books, you're not going to want to do anything like that. You're going to want to go through this one by one and email and find what you can find. So let's see. I've already gone through those books, and we found if the button is gray, that means I've scanned the book before. Now I could scan it again if I want to. So I'm going to just go click some more of these buttons here. And as you can see, it's this simple. We're just going through and finding reviewers for these books. I'm just going to click these here, and we'll go back up to the top, and we'll watch the magic happen. And we're up to 50. So what? It's been 10 minutes on this phone call, and we found 50 reviewers that you could contact. Now, it might take you a whole day to contact 50 people one-on-one, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you could give your list to an assistant and ask them to send the email for you, or you could do it yourself. The bottom line is this. In a matter of 10 minutes, we've found 52 now people who have left high quality reviews on similar books to yours, who know how to leave reviews, who have had their contact information open, so that and you can reach out to those people. This will greatly increase your chances of getting your book reviewed if you follow this methodology and use this tool.
I think it's great.
And you've just cut the time for finding those reviewers at least in half, or the whole process of getting reviewers.
Well, I would say more than in half, because
Yeah.
let's look at some of these sites. I mean, some of these books that you may look at might have thousands of reviews. So, let's try to find one that's got 1,000 reviews. You guys get the idea. This one has 453 customer reviews. Now, how long is it going to take you to go through each one of these profile pages, click, find email, right? Put it in your database, back, okay? Let's go back. Let's find another one. Click. No,
Well, I can speak from experience. Like a couple of years ago when my book came out, I thought that might be a good thing to do. I completely ran out of steam in like one morning, and I went, this is ridiculous. And consequently, I have never done it. I mean, any reviews I've gotten have been pretty organic, because it was overwhelming. This is not overwhelming. That is overwhelming.
Yes. And that's why we built it. We built it to help authors find people who can actually help get reviews of their books. And, the other reason this works so great is, Amazon's been cracking down on the whole friends and family and even social media associates who have been reviewing books, and they've been removing those reviews. So these are all people who you probably don't have a relationship with, who have already have an established ranking with Amazon. Look at this person is the number 205 highest reviewer ranking on all of Amazon. And I doubt that if this person leaves a review that Amazon's going to remove that review. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's actually, and I'm not just saying this, it's brilliant, because once you have that list, even if you're not an author who's at a level to have an assistant, you get sent 5 or 10 a day. Like once you have your little letter down, it's just a matter of personalizing it and sending it out. You could do that a half an hour a day, and just could be part of your morning routine, and I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, well, thank you. I mean, we designed it as a time-saving tool to help authors get more reviews. We know, you guys know this, that people don't buy anything on Amazon without at least even scanning the reviews. I don't care if it's a big screen television or a book. And you need to have more high quality reviews on your books if you want to even have the chance of converting people into a customer, because they're gonna look and they're gonna see, and I always like to say, the social proof of it. If you go to a book page on Amazon and it's only got 2 reviews, what happens in your brain is you say, why does it only have 2 reviews? Or if you go to a book page on Amazon and it's got 2,000 reviews, your brain says, wow, 2,000 people really love this book or took the time to leave a review. I wonder what's so good about this book. It's social proof. That's why reviews are so important. If you were in a strange city and you were walking around trying to find to have dinner, and you walked in, there were two Italian restaurants across the street from each other. And you walked into Italian restaurant A. It smells great. It looks great, but there's only a couple people sitting in the restaurant. And the maitre d' says, you can sit down right now and eat. But right before you walk into that restaurant, you look across the street at Italian restaurant B. There's a line coming out of that restaurant that's 60 people deep. And you know what your brain does at that moment? It says, how come no one's in here? And how come everyone's standing in line for that restaurant over there? What's so special about that restaurant? And that is social proof, and that's why it's so powerful. And your brain makes a subconscious argument and says, other people know something I don't, and are standing in line when they can just walk over here and eat. There must be something special about that. And that's why having good, high-quality reviews and lots of them on your books will help you sell a ton more books. And that's why using this methodology is, frankly, the number one best way to actually get those reviews. Because I know everyone struggles in getting reviews. And when you use this methodology and you use this tool, you're not going to struggle any longer. You're going to be able to find the people who can review books.
And if you ever want a hope to get a book bad, you have to have a lot of reviews also. There's another reason to do something like this.
Great point. I mean, let's just face it. If you want to do anything, you're going to need good, high-quality reviews. And it just feels good to get great quality reviews, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
So that's the tool, guys. I hope you enjoy taking a look at it. It's simple as can be. It's nothing to download. It works right through your web browser. It works through the Amazon API. It's not doing anything weird to Amazon. It just goes out in the same manner that you would go through on your own hand and go and look for this information. It just saves you time and pulls that information for you. So that's how it works. It's a numbers game. You search for enough books, and you're going to find. Look at this. We're up to 77 in less than 15 minutes. So that's it.
Well, thank you so much. That was absolutely wonderful.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate you taking time to allow me to show you this. If anyone's interested in grabbing a copy of this, you guys will have that link available where they can get on board with this, right?
Absolutely. So
look on the video or around the video or wherever it is you're watching this, and get signed up so you can come check it out. It's going to change the game for you as an author, as it's been doing for all of our members here. So again, thanks so much. You guys have any final questions?
No, I think, well, maybe just real quick, can you just give a little bit of an introduction into the other, just a brief overview of the other tools in the marketing club so that we have it on the video here too?
Yeah, I mean, basically we've got so much stuff in here. We've got replay access to our live event we did last year. We've got all these speakers, authors who left all of these amazing videos and presentations about how to market and sell books. We've got our entire academy where we do video, multiple part video courses, like how to upload a book on Amazon, how to sell the first 100 copies of your book, running your first book ad campaign for places like BookBub, how to increase holiday book sales. We've got, hundreds and hundreds of hours of video training and information for authors in here. We've also got, when you sign up to become a yearly member, you get a free pre-made book cover design. You have hundreds and hundreds of book designs you can choose from if you need a really professional cover for your book. We've got just so much stuff in here. We have other tools. We have just all. But the reviewer grabber here is really the one that is just the biggest thing. But we do have a lot of other stuff available for you guys. We'd have to do a whole nother hour-long call just to talk about all the other stuff.
In other words, the book reviewer tool is the icing on the cake that is the Author Marketing Club.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sold.
All right. Well, great. That's what I like to hear. So thank you guys for taking the time to let me show this to you guys. And hopefully everyone watching says, wow, I got to have that. And they go check it out. And you guys use it as well. And everyone get more reviews because that's what it's all about. That's what we're about here. We want to help people.
Absolutely.
Sounds great.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, everybody. We'll sign off now. You guys have a great day. Hope you get tons of great reviewers for your books. If you have any questions, go through Greta and go through Megan and or just contact me directly. And I hope to see you as a member of the club. Have a great day.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
Thank you.